Part 1. Integer Exponents.
Section A. What is an integer exponent?
What do we mean by integer exponent? Well, we're really just talking about certain kinds of numbers and the way those numbers are written. First, let's review what an integer is. Then we'll get to exponents.
Remember from basic math that an integer is any positive or negative whole number and 0. So 8, 94, 6, -4, -23, and 0 are all integers.
An exponent is the small number you might see at the upper right corner of an integer. For example, if we see a 2 with a little 5 in its upper right-hand corner and a 3 with a little 4 in its upper right-hand corner, the 5 and 4 are the exponents. The 2 and 3 are called the base numbers. We read these examples as 2 to the 5th power and 3 to the 4th power.
So what does all this mean? It means that when we have a base number and an exponent, the exponent tells us how many times to multiply the base number.
Using our same examples, 2 to the 5th power and 3 to the 4th power, we write them out to look like this. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, and 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. When we multiply our first set out, we get 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 is 16, times 2 is 32. That's 5 2's, which equals 32. Now for the next one. 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27, times 3 is 81. That's 4 3's, which equals 81. So, when we have an exponent, we multiply the base number the number of times indicated by that exponent.
So, there's a base number, which we'll call a, and an exponent, which we'll call n, where n is a positive integer. When we talk about a to the nth power as a unit, it's called the exponential term.
As we get into mathematical operations with higher numbers, such as 5 to the 10th power and 20 to the 15th power, writing this out, or even punching it into a calculator, can be a pretty tedious task. In short, it's a big pain in the neck.